And with all this talk about a special master, many of you are wondering what exactly that is and who is chosen for this job. WPTV News Channel 5's TORY DUNNAN continues our team coverage tonight with those answers.
Generally speaking, experts argue this would have to be someone with significant experience. Lawyers tell us the judge would choose some names and then the process would play out.
This is not the normal route.
Former FBI agent and defense attorney Stuart Kaplan says the use of a special master in a criminal case is rare.
The only time I've ever seen a special master being required or being requested is when lawyers or a law firm has been the target of the investigation. That's because going into the search, there's an inherent likelihood that the collection of evidence is going to be attorney-client privilege communications.
In his experience, Kaplan says it's generally worked out between the lawyer and prosecutor to resolve the documents in question.
The special master is only going to be able to examine those documents to make a determination as to whether or not they are privileged communications, and then those documents should be kept from the eyes of the investigating agents. Keep in mind, the special master will have no authority whatsoever to involve him or herself in the legalities of the search warrant.
So how does a special master get named?
A federal judge will reach out to lawyers that he or she respects and who knows that they will volunteer their expertise and their experience.
Kaplan says experience is a top indicator.
Very seasoned, very experienced. I would consider someone who has at least 20 years of lawyering experience, real lawyering experience, certainly criminal lawyering experience, maybe a retired judge, someone who was a former prosecutor, someone who was a former defense attorney.
The petition was filed in the Southern District of Florida.
Generally, I would anticipate a special master coming from Florida, from South Florida.
A potential caveat:
if there's a concern by the judge that she's concerned about some unfair influence, or whether or not we need to go outside the state of Florida to protect or shield that individual.
And just how that person is picked.
Generally, prosecutors and defense attorneys will be given a couple of names, and we'll try to work it out amongst ourselves. We'll try to pare it down and pick one out of a hat and say, okay, that's going to be the person that we agreed to.
Now the question is who will be chosen and when and where that person might be located. We'll stay on top of it. In Palm Beach, TORY DUNNAN, WPTV News Channel 5.